Hey, this is QueenDreamz coming to you again. Yes. All right, so today we're going to be talking about COVID-19, aka the coronavirus, and anxiety. So many people these days have been dealing with unfortunate episodes of anxiety due to what I would call the pandemic stressors. You ask, what are the pandemic stressors? The pandemic stressors that tie directly into increase of anxiety are the following. Some people have been laid off, aka furloughed, or asked not to return at all. So that in itself is an issue that ties into their finances. Now, the top four pandemic stressors that, well, I would even go as far as saying more than that, but we'll just stick with four today. Unemployment being number one. Number two, finances. Number three, marriage or relationship. Number four, children. So let's start with unemployment. 30 days ago, this was not an issue for many of us. And now we are daily seeing reports, news stories about the pandemic, the coronavirus, COVID-19. We have moved into a situation now where we are asked to leave home with masks on. That wasn't the case 60 days ago. So that has entirely changed how we move about in our lives. And for those of you that are dealing with newfound unemployment issues, you're now being asked to get online and file for unemployment. Some people may have never been in this situation before and may be totally unfamiliar with the idea of filing for unemployment, which, by the way, depending on your state, may be a chore in itself. I want to encourage you. You're not alone in this situation. You didn't ask for this situation. So please understand that you're not alone. We're here to support you. If you need to reach out, please do so, because you're not alone in this situation. And it's definitely understanding that you would be experiencing a sense of newfound anxiety as a result of your unemployment status, which has a direct impact on your finances. Yes, number two is finances. Finances plays a role in whether you live in the place you currently have, whether you will need to live in a different place altogether. Finances for many takes care of their rent or their mortgage, their car, insurance, food, your entire livelihood. You know, for those of us who pay tithes, it affects your ability to maybe pay tithes or not. While I don't recommend backing down from that opportunity, you have to make a household decision that works for you. Number three, it affects your marriage. This COVID-19 situation, the pandemic stressors. Number three is marriage. Yes, marriage. Unfortunately, with the COVID-19 scenario and this newfound diagnosis, domestic violence has risen. My suspicion is that people are at home together all day long. So stress levels have risen. Unfortunately, for those who may not be faithful in their marriage, they're not able to have that fluidity to get out and be with that other person. And some people are questioning, now that they have to spend so much time quarantined with their spouse, if they still want to be married. So a lot has come out of being quarantined that has affected the marriage. COVID-19 has affected finances, unemployment, and yes, number three, marriage. On the positive note, this is a great time if you are in a healthy marriage to see the strength of your marriage. This is a great time to see what you have and to reflect on the blessing of your marriage. But again, unfortunately, domestic violence has arisen as a result of being quarantined. People have flared up anger, irritability, anxiety. And then the fourth thing would be the pandemic stressors of the children being at home. Now we have children at home all day. They're having to get their needs met by way of Zoom school or online portals that they now have to log on to. Well, some parents may not be technology friendly, so this may pose a challenge and bring on some additional stress. All in all, we know that we will get through this together. One day at a time, one layer at a time. But these pandemic stressors are real. Unemployment is very real. Finances are very real. Marriage issues are very real. Children issues are very real. And just general, along with marriage, relationship issues. For those who are newly dating, you may be separated right now. You may have to do a lot more FaceTiming and not necessarily see this individual in person because you don't know their COVID-19 status. And that is a new issue. If you just met someone, traditional dating is not available. So you may have to spend more time on the telephone, talking with them, FaceTiming, getting to know them, opposed to the get out, get on the first date, really quickly. Now that this whole situation is changing the dynamics of how we're doing things. But before I leave you, let me give you some coping skills. Number 1, take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. No matter what is going on in the pandemic, you have to stay healthy and you have to take care of yourself. You ask, how do you take care of yourself in a time like this? There's a few things that you can do. 1, take your vitamins if you get up and take vitamins every day. 2, get rest at night. Yes, you still have to get rest at night. You may be dealing with anxiety, which is excessive worrying. It may be heart palpitations. It may be heart palpitations feel like you're going to have a heart attack. It feels like your heart is beating out of your chest. It's not a heart attack. It's just that you're having heart palpitations. So to cope with that, you may need to get you some rest at night. Try your best to lay down and literally tell yourself, hey, I need to sleep. I still need to sleep. Regardless of what pandemic is going on, you still need to take care of yourself. So again, taking care of yourself could be eating a balanced meal, going for a walk in your neighborhood to the best of your ability. Since the parks may or may not be open in your area, going for a walk may be something that you need to do. Taking your daily vitamins so that you can still feel a sense of active if that's something that you normally do. Eating balanced meals, you need nutrition in your body. Taking a bath may be very helpful for you. Yes, taking a bath. Take a bath. And also, get outside and get some sunlight. Sunlight helps so much. It really does. If you are able to get out and get some sunlight every day, you will be surprised at how well that treats your actual mental health status or anxiety level, if that's an issue for you. Also, in taking care of yourself, take care of your priorities. Like, some things can be totally put off for right now. Some things that are not necessarily a priority, you can put those things off. So I would say to you, if it's not a priority, try not to overwhelm yourself with the things that you need that can be put off for later on, that you really need to focus on doing right now, especially if you are dealing with unemployment issues. So to recap, number 1, coping skills or self-care tips. Take care of yourself. Yes, take a break. Take care of yourself. Number 2, work with your family on what can be done together as a group. Because when you work together, you may get more done. Maybe you and your spouse or you and your honey, y'all work together on keeping some daily affirmations going, or speaking life to one another, or just joining each other in recognizing that you're going to get through this together. Number 3, make sure you spend quality time with your children. Right now, children are going through this pandemic with us, and they're just as stressed as we are. They don't want to be at home all day. A lot of children want to be at school so they can socialize with their friends. So just remember, the pandemic stressors are real. Anxiety is real. Panic attacks are real. And so is COVID-19. Let's continue to practice self-care, but also take care of your health, take care of yourself, take care of your family. And let's continue again to practice safe distancing so that we can beat this thing called COVID-19, so that we can get rid of coronavirus, so that we can get past coronavirus. And in the meantime, let's keep each other prayed up. This is something that we've never had to deal with before, and it's here. So let's try to get through this the best way that we can. If you find that you need more one-on-one support to help you with anxiety and some of these pandemic stressors, please reach out to me. I'd be more than grateful to work with you on a one-on-one basis, or even on a group basis, or a family basis. My contact information is at the end of this video. I look forward to speaking with you the next time. In the meantime, be blessed, and remember, I'm here to help women live life by design and not by default. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Be blessed.